Good evening, and welcome to yet another episode of Beating COVID 19, brought to you by none other than YouTube. I want to thank you all for following through and listening and watching all the previous episodes. If you haven't, please check my channel on YouTube, which is youtube.com/ripple2wave, or you can just search for it at ripple2wave on YouTube. You'll see my face, among other things. I want to thank you all for taking the time. I've gotten very little feedback on what I post, but the feedback I've gotten has helped some people, and I'm thankful for that. I hope that it will help you too. The last 2 days we've been talking about risky behavior and lag time, and I think that's scary enough. I think we should now focus on positives, good things that are happening because of coronavirus. And if there's ever a moment to look for good things, it is now. So let's get started. I have my notes as usual, and I have 10 points which I have written of so far the 10 good things I have seen in this corona epidemic. 10. Number 1, we are all the same. We bleed the same. We scream the same. We hurt the same, and when we die the same. So there is no one special, no one rich, no one poor, no one extra. Even with the best equipment, even with the best facilities, with the lots of money, still we are the same. It's not about skin color, it's not about race, it's not about anything, religion, culture, whatever. First thing this virus has taught us is that we are just the same. We came off the same conveyor belt. If we could see the label of manufacturer, it's the same. It's the same. 100% the same. Number 2. Let me read it nicely. This is an interesting one. The government is not the solution. You are. You are the solution to this problem. How do you say am I the solution? Now, if you follow the guidelines, you don't have to be locked down. You can check with the Scandinavian countries for that fact. If you comply with the requirements for blocking the spread, you will be a country like Vietnam, which is already out. And yet Vietnam doesn't have all the technology or all the manpower or all the money. And don't forget, Vietnam borders China, and I think they had just over 200 cases and even fewer deaths. And now they are willing and ready to open their businesses. Same with Taiwan. All these countries, the people were the solution. The people took it upon themselves to comply with the guidelines and to live a life that is in keeping with the guidelines. It's not just to obey the guidelines, but to internalize the guidelines and live a life that is in keeping with those guidelines. So, the government had little work to do because most of the work was done by the citizenry. The people were the solution to the problem. It doesn't spread from government department to government department, hospital to hospital. It spreads from me to you, and from you to somebody else, and from somebody else to another group of people. That's the only way it goes. And if I can stop it getting to you, it means you would not spread a virus you don't have. But if you don't take care and get infected, you will start spreading the virus. So the solution to this problem is you, and not the government. I repeat, not the government. The government facilitates, but you are the solution. Remember that. Number 3, there is a God. What this coronavirus pandemic has taught us, is that there is a God. Not whether the God is good or the God is fair, but there is a God. because no man can stop it. Like those old movie slogans, no man, no war can stop him. No. This is coronavirus. No man, no technology, no amount of money, no high tech, no facility can stop it. Only us and God. And God has made it such a way that this virus has a very short lifespan. You can't have it forever. You can't have it for life. You can have it for like 14 days. So, if somebody could tell me that a virus coming from a bat through an animal, through a market, through a lab, through whatever, could have been programmed just to live for a short time, I don't think so. Everybody is denying that they made the virus. They are saying it came from nature. Yeah. Be as it may, there is a God. And He hears prayers. Many people have spoken of the power of prayer during their time of great test. And it's not medical evidences, like, he took prayer 3 times a day and he felt better. No, he felt the prayers of the people around him, the people back home, and that gave him the will to live. And by the way, there is a paper written in the National Institutes of Health which talks about the benefit of prayer, fasting, and meditation, and I will include that once again in my description down below. So there is a God and He hears prayers. Now, COVID-19 impacts the same. It doesn't do different things. It just does one thing. It comes to steal your health, kill your loved ones, and destroy your fortunes. Steal, kill, destroy. Simple. The impact is the same. It's like one giant hammer. But the effects are different. Because since it doesn't choose or shortlist who it wants, it takes out of the world some very important people. It renders some homes fatherless or motherless. It destroys the generations of people's lives. So the effect of the coronavirus is different for different people. And hence, you need to be gentle with those who are suffering, those who are going through this problem. Don't be harsh. Stop stigmatizing. Embrace them for their suffering. After this, we are told that a lot of people will suffer mental consequences, depressions, because as they normally say, it has robbed us of very brilliant people we cannot replace. Coronavirus has made us make new friends. You see, what has happened is most people listen to their Echochamber, their friends who are in the same WhatsApp group, who are in the same Facebook group, who are in the same all over group. That's an Echochamber. They speak what you like, you hear what you like, you know what you like. But now, this virus had made you like new people. For example, you have to know what the WHO is saying about it. You may not agree with them, but you have to listen to them. And some of you may have made a new friend in that organization. Others have listened to presidents of other countries and how they are fighting the virus in their country. You want to reach out. Other countrymen have asked, can you pray for us? And we've prayed for them, other countries and nations. We have stretched out a hand across the borders. And in some cases, we have even helped a nation in their time of weeping. Now, I'm sure you might not agree with this, but we sent flowers and that's it. They went and they got it. And those who appreciated them. We made new friends. So, as a takeaway for this virus, go and make new friends. Stop just listening to the very same people you listen to, watching the very same programs you watch, understanding the very same politics you understand. Make new friends, hear a different opinion, understand the world from another point of view. Number 6, Things will get worse before they get better. At the moment, the economy is at a halt. We are trying our best to keep it alive. People have lost their jobs, and some jobs will not come back. But I urge you that even when things get worse, they will get better. Because we will have to stand together and rebuild our country ourselves. Rebuild our industries ourselves. Rebuild our friendships ourselves. Rebuild. We have a chance to impact the nation. The coronavirus has made it such that we are responsible for our own destinies. It's gonna get tougher, but it's gonna get better. Yes. COVID-19 is not a life sentence. COVID-19 is not a death sentence. COVID-19 is not a criminal sentence. COVID-19 will pass. And it will pass, and those who live through it will have no repeats. Maybe a tablet will come out which you can swallow and prevent the flu when it comes again. It will join the world of flus. You can imagine if COVID-19 infected you for life. You know, that would wipe out the whole world. We would leave the cockroaches and the other animals to rule. You know, I can refer to the movie I Am Legend. Maybe that's a movie you should put on your list to watch. Why? Because COVID-19 is going to pass. It has a half-life, and once it's done, it's done. It may return in the fall, it may return next year, it may return. But it will never be what it is today. That it's doing the round one. And you will survive. So remember that. COVID-19 will pass. Number 8. This is an interesting one because I would say for those of you who feel like defying the protocols and defying the things, I would suggest one thing. Treat COVID-19 as you would treat the devil. I mean, if you are told, okay, COVID-19 is the devil, not the people who have it, the virus itself is the devil, you will do everything to avoid it. You will do everything. You're told to be safe from it. I would say, please, treat the virus as the devil. So you will make every active and conscious decision to avoid it, prevent it, and extinguish it from your life. Number 9. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Do good to those less fortunate than you. Your neighbor is the one who has needs. And if you can meet those needs, send some fare, buy some food, supply some masks. If you can cover them under your big umbrella, yours will be blessings for a long time to come. Number 10. This is a good one. Number 10 is that God is watching you. He's watching your actions. All of you, politician, sick, healthy, activists, whatever. God is watching you, and He's watching you to reward you according to your actions, your desires, your thoughts, your heart. So as you face this viral pandemic, learn to do good. Don't show off or publicize your efforts. Just deliver, provide, supply, meet the needs. Because when the virus is gone, there will still be hungry people left. When the virus is gone, there will still be jobless people left. When the virus is gone, there will still be problems left. So, God is watching you. And there is a verse for that. Genesis 16:13, which talk about the God who sees. There is a God who sees. He sees you. He doesn't sleep. He's constantly watching. So take this time to do the right thing. Don't steal. Don't kill. Don't destroy. Don't become the monster the virus is portrayed as. Give of yourself, because in this day and age, what the best thing the coronavirus has taught us is that we need to love one another. And when you love one another, you will help one another, you will protect one another, you will serve one another. I wish you all a good night, and I thank you for watching all these episodes. Please leave your comments down below in the YouTube channel or in Facebook where it's reposted. Ask your questions. I will put these 10 good things that COVID-19 has taught us. I'll put them on both YouTube and Facebook, and I urge you to participate. Share with other people, cut it into clips, make memes, whatever you want to do. But let it be known that in the whole of this world's sad news, some good is coming through. Thank you. Take care. God bless. Have a good night. And see you tomorrow.